Scorpio. This is Elisa with Heart of Inspiration, and I'm here for your July mid-month, end-of-month reading. So we're gonna read what's happening for you, or where we should be going for the rest of the month of July. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I so very much appreciate it. I'm not gonna hold you long, so we're going to just get into video. So let's go. Now, what I'm doing today or for the rest of this month, we're in Leo season right now. But I'm going to continue on with my Sacred Destiny Oracle. We're going to pull 3 of those and kind of get an idea, for the remainder of July. We've been through 2 new moons, both in Cancer, been through a full moon in Cancer. Really, and those moons and these lunar cycles have been really focused on us apprehending, if you will, getting a hold of our personal purpose, right? And getting our power back and transformation, right? Transforming ourselves into that which we are meant to be. I think that's just the most important part of this, right? Like what we're meant to be, transforming ourselves into what we've always wanted to be, and believing in ourselves. Now, the first card I have right here is taking risks. Okay. 2 more cards, please. Happiness. And 1 more card. I think I already know where this is going. Inner peace. This is going to be really quick, easy, down and dirty. If we need to, we'll pull a couple of tarot, chakra wisdom tarot cards to see which chakras we should be really focusing on and, kind of activating to fulfill this. However, we're going to start here with taking risks. If you notice that card there, it's like it can either be dusk or dawn. That's very interesting to me. And it's like the sky. I'm just going to look at it. I'm looking at it opposing. Yeah, the sky is open, and this eagle, which is a animal totem for Scorpio, one of the animal totems for Scorpio is the eagle. Scorpio, it's time for you to fly. And it's time for you to really spread your wings and soar. I know that it feels like Scorpios tend to be risk adverse, meaning they don't, people, honest to Pete. Hang on 1 second, guys. I usually have my phone on silent, so I apologize. Okay. Scorpio, they tend to be risk averse. So they don't necessarily go and want to take a lot of risks. They just don't. They're fixed water, so they're willing to move, and they get tapping into their energy, and they understand all of that. And it's not that they're heartless or have no feelings or whatever, but they're risk averse. They're going to study it first before they launch. And but now once they do, they do. So what I'm saying is it's okay. Like there are some things you've been thinking about, some things that have been rolling around in your spirit, in your soul, in your heart of hearts, things that you wanted to do that feel risky. Okay. It's time for you to soar. For some of you, you've taken some risks and maybe you moved a little bit too quick. And now you're just like, okay, I'm here now. What do I do? Well, now you still spread your wings, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You still spread your wings. And you need to rise up and soar above the fray so that you can properly assess your situation, so that you can properly say, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. And maybe I moved a little bit too quickly, but that's okay because I can make this all up. I can make it up. I can still make this work. It doesn't necessarily have to be where I'm taking a full L. Some of the L you're going to take but you can still rise above and see how to get around the cliffs and soar even above the cliffs and the mountains, right? You can soar up above and then go to the next one or go to the next valley or whatever, like being able to see. So if this is the dawn, then you're just coming into this space where you're like, okay, I think I'm ready to finally take the plunge. And so Spirit is saying, yep, spread those eagle wings and transform and go. Be that phoenix and transform and go. If this is dusk time, where we've been past that sun, if this is the dusk, Scorpio, rather than completely going into your cave, can you still take off, take a little bit of a flight and look and survey the land and survey the situation and see exactly where we can go and how you can maneuver and turn this thing still into a positive, right? Because there's positivity there. Either way it goes, spread your wings and fly. Fly by the light that's either coming in or the last light that's left. And that's going to bring you into this place of happiness. No one can make you happy but yourself. No one can make you happy but you. Right? So you got to be willing to make yourself happy. You have to be willing to say, it's your responsibility. And if you leave one situation, one person, one job, one whatever, and go to this next situation, person, career, job, move across the street, I don't know, because you think that's what's going to make you happy. It's not. Only you can do that. You have to decide that you're going to be happy. You have to figure out what it is that makes yourself happy. It is not anyone else's responsibility to do so. Tough love, but true. And you have to decide that you're not going to kind of be Debbie Downer all the time, or negative Ned, right? All the time. You have to decide that. You have to decide that your happiness is not only your responsibility, that you're accountable for it, and not only that, that you're capable of creating the life that's going to make you happy. And then finally, I have inner peace. You see, when you take the risk, when you finally take the leap of faith, enact your faith, put your energy in motion, put your emotions behind it, activate your heart chakra, and you just finally take off, right? Get out of the nest and go. Then you really begin to discover what makes you happy, and you will feel happy because you're independent and you're feeling fulfilled and all that. Like the eagle is solo dolo, right? They do a lot of solo stuff, but they come back to the group. They do a lot of solo stuff, then they come back to the family. And there is that too. But they do most of what they do on a solo basis, and they live their best life that way. But they find their food, they find their own this, they find their own that. Like they make themselves happy and satisfied. And when you get to the point where you recognize what makes you happy and you can look at it from you're not down in the muck and the mire and fighting to see and thinking, oh, this is going to make me happy, or this person is making me unhappy. This is why I'm not fulfilled. This is why I'm not that. This is why I'm not this. And, if you guys remember, there was a gentleman by the name of Cat Williams. Some of you remember that comedian. He's still around. But in one of his very infamous stand-up skits, he was talking to women. And he said, it's self-esteem, right? It's esteem of self. Nobody should be able to mess up your self-esteem. That's like the happiness, right? No one should be able to make you unhappy and keep you in that position and keep you in that space. When you find all of that, because you've risen above the fray and you can see it from a very objective point of view, and now you're seeing it devoid of emotion where it's really affecting you so greatly, and you're able to be have some logical, objective peaceful point of view at it, a very spiritual point of view of, okay, kind of it is what it is. That's like my favorite saying these days. It is what it is. Why am I getting upset about certain? It is what it is. I can't get upset about that. They're operating out of their own space of hurt. They're operating out of their own space of insecurities, not being validated, pain, whatever. That's not my, right? I care for them, but I can't take that on. But once you get to these places, inner peace comes that, because then you can truly look at it and be like, okay, this is where I have to go. And I have the faith and the belief in myself that I'm a co-creator and that I create things with, with spirit above. And yeah, there's no reason why I can't do it. Right. So then the inner peace comes. And once that inner peace comes, now we're in a really awesome cycle where we're living by faith and not by sight, where we are truly creators, where we co-creators, right? Where we think a thing and say a thing, and the manifestation cycle just comes and comes and comes very easily. And it flows very easily because of the fact that we are at peace. So our emotions aren't going waving and going crazy. We're able to keep our energy at a steady frequency, that the frequency of the manifestation of the life we're bringing into us. And as long as we're at peace and we can continue that level manifestation frequency, we'll hit the mark every time. We won't miss it because our frequency is here, because we're out of balance and out of whack and unhappy. That's what I have for you. We didn't even need to pull any tarot. Listen, July 25th. So hopefully you're seeing this before then. That's Saturday, July 25th, at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're doing another group cord cutting session. The last one was so powerful. It was absolutely amazing. Spaces are being filled up. So you saw that bit of a commercial at the beginning of the video. Go to heartofinspiration.net, and there's a link in the description box below. Go there, front page, click, I highlighted cord cutting session, click, and sign up. If you want to get released from some stuff, man, and just some ties that are no good for you anymore, and release that because it's not serving you, this is the place to be on Saturday morning. Hey, thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Don't forget to hit that bell so you know when I drop new content. And there's going to be some really cool content coming up, okay? So you don't want to miss it. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.